Underneath the back of your intake manifold will be this green plug. That's the knock sensor wiring pigtail. The knock sensor is behind your water pump. The water pump on this Audi VW engine, well, it's typically plastic. This is aftermarket aluminum. And the plastic ones always break, typically right there. This one's ran off a belt. The belt is driven by the balance shaft assembly. The gear is off of it right now, but this thing right here, where my hand is, spins the water pump. This is not some cheap Chinese aluminum water pump. It's made in Germany. Behind the water pump is the knock sensor. Right now, I've probably got 20 of these engines at my house. I've owned several of these vehicles. I've replaced pistons for oil consumption well over 1,000 times on this platform at the dealer. Despite all the oil consumption issues, the timing chain issues, the turbo and water pump issues, and whatever else, I still really like this engine because it is so easy to work on. I've replaced several of these knock sensors on a 1.8T, but I can never remember replacing one on this engine. Unless it's been chewed through by a mouse or there's some kind of wire damage, these sensors are really reliable on this platform and on most of the newer Audis. Sometimes I say stuff for comment bait and it's not always good for my reputation. Like, I don't care if you torque the rod bolts or the head bolts or the oil filter housing or the water pump. The only thing that's important to torque is this knock sensor. Okay, there is important things to torque, but realistically, this knock sensor is one of them. I would suggest torquing the knock sensor. A lot of people would overlook that. On this engine, it's 20 Newton meters or 15 foot-pounds. Can you tell me why it might be important to torque the knock sensor? Give me as many reasons as you can think of.